I'm your host, Ebony Butterfly. Today I have with me two of my really good friends. They're going to co-host with me today. I have my friend Heather, and I have Shan. Say hey, ladies.
Hi.
Hey. Today we're going to talk about mental health in the Black community, and we're going to do a wellness segment today. And then we're going to let Heather lead for us today.
So, thank you very much, and I'm super excited about being here.
I'm glad you're here, too.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here. I really am. So, yeah, mental health in our community is a huge topic right now. So much going on politically, a lot going on spiritually, just in general, just a lot going on. And mental health is something that, has a stigma attached to it, and a lot of people, think that we're supposed to just kind of cope and deal with it and carry all this stuff. So, to sit down and have a conversation about it is very important. So I'm actually glad that we're here able to even talk about this today.
Yeah.
So, Shan, what's your thoughts?
Well, if we talk about mental health, there are many aspects of mental health. Mm-hmm. There's the wellness piece. And then what's really big is the theology and the religion versus therapy. Mm-hmm. So I'm thinking
that so what you're saying is theology versus therapy. Mm-hmm. So you're saying, should we pray or should we go seek the advice of a competent professional?
Yes.
Is that okay? Is that what we're saying?
And I think it's a combination of both.
You just took the words out of my mouth. I was just getting ready to chime that in because I definitely think it's a combination of both.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I would have for me, I'm not gonna be praying.
Yeah, and we want your perspective on
that. Definitely not. I'm prayer. Now, meditation is different. But for me to pray to someone to alleviate my problems and to help me, and if I don't seek help from a competent professional, I think you just, you're setting yourself up for failure. Okay. That's just my opinion.
True.
Okay.
Everybody has their own opinion on it, and I think the main thing at the end of the day is it has to be something done about it.
Right.
You can't just sit with it. Mm-hmm. Whether it is praying to God or meditating or whatever it is, I think that we as a community have too long just kind of put our mental health on the back burner.
Absolutely.
And it's not catching up with us in a lot of different ways.
Agree.
You know what I mean? So whatever your belief is, whether it's religion or meditation, whatever, the conversation needs to be, the mental health issue is there. It can't hang out there, so what do we do?
I always like to use the analogy, if we have a toothache, what do? Mm-hmm. We go to the dentist, right? Because we want a healthy mouth. Mm-hmm. Right. We want healthy teeth, all right? Do you just pray about that toothache and say, you know what, if I continue to pray and pray and pray, my tooth will become restored? My tooth will become restored, and then this pain that I have from the toothache will go away. Mm-hmm. We seek the help of a professional, right? Mm-hmm. So that's how I like to look at the mental health.
And it's so, as far as I don't know many people of color that seek therapy. Mm-hmm. I know we hear about it more now, but overall, for any type of therapy, for, maybe they have a phobia, maybe they got problems in their marriage, maybe they got problems at work, you know what I mean? So,
I think it's more of a stigma.
Mm-hmm.
The stigma, absolutely. And I think maybe those in the African American community just don't know the benefits of seeking mental health.
Oh yeah, I've sat down and talked with a counselor several times. It's just it's so nice just to be able to unload and to and not even to really get feedback. Just to
to say it.
Yes, just to say it. Yes. Yeah. Just to say it out of your mouth and put it into the atmosphere. And then and getting feedback is fine. But sometimes I don't need feedback. I just need to sit down, unload to somebody who doesn't know me, and I don't know if they're judging or not. It doesn't really matter because that's their job.
Right.
But they're also trained professionals.
Yes, absolutely.
Because if we go back to theology and therapy, with my experiences, some of the preachers are not trained to give the client or the parishioner what they need to address their mental health issues.
Right. And actually, a lot of times you find that the person seeking the spiritual counsel, they think they are. They think they are. And I'm not, knocking any.
They think the person that they're going to is qualified.
Right.
Yes.
But just because you are a person of faith in that way, or sitting in that particular seat, that doesn't necessarily mean that they have been officially trained on providing a therapeutic experience.
Right.
So yeah, that's definitely something to consider. Not knocking anybody that goes to their spiritual person for that type of support, but you just have to be mindful. A lot of the therapists and mental health professionals have been to school for that. That's what they specialize
Absolutely.
in. And it's very, very different. So I definitely think it's worth a try.
Yeah. Oh,
you have to do something.
Yeah.
You have to do something. And I think that also another reason why our community kind of shies away from seeking therapy is because they don't know what to expect. You get this stigma, you watching TV, you seeing, these scenes on TV where, you go and sit with this therapist, and this is a weird person or whatever. And so they kind of carry that into the process.
Well,
so, when they come and sit across from somebody like me and I'm cool, down to earth, whatever, they're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I also think, too, that, our history tells us that we don't tell people our business.
True.
That's right.
And so, so
what happens here stays here.
Stays here.
Stays in the family or whatever.
And also the cost.
Yeah.
You know. Well, I mean, I know it's a part of some insurance packages now. You can, what I'm saying, it's part of, you just pay your copay and you can go sit down with a therapist.
Right.
So, I think the cost might keep some people away.
So those are some barriers. I definitely think that those are some barriers.
Those barriers are there, but I don't think it should stop at that barrier though.
Right.
If it's a big enough issue for you, you have to go out and do the research, because I actually know of places locally that take people based on what they can pay.
Oh, right.
I know places like that. So I know a free clinic that goes like every few Thursdays or something. So my point about the barriers is, yes, the barriers may be there, but they're always going to be there.
Right.
If it's a big enough issue, people have to be proactive and go out and ask for the help. Somebody might can help you. So
right. And I think though also that more of us should take the step to seek therapy. I mean, I've done it. It's been a couple of years, but I actually sat down with a therapist. Talked to them, and when I was going through issues, things at work. Ty and I have considered going to a marriage counselor. We haven't done it yet, but it's something that we've considered doing. And even if your marriage is good, I mean, and I'm not saying that good. I'm not like good or bad. I guess that's probably not the term to use.
But things are going the way that it seems healthy.
Yeah, healthy. That's a good term.
But it's okay to just go for upkeep.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because I mean, I've been married for 14 years. And the person that I am now is not who I was when I was married.
Absolutely.
When I first got married. So we're changing. We like different things.
Right.
Things are just different.
You're growing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So just to have someone to help you through that whole, okay, this is who this person is now.
Yeah.
And just
and this is who I am now.
Right.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, the therapeutic process is there to facilitate conversations for the most part. And I think that a lot of people might shy away because they're like, oh gosh, what are they going to uncover, or what am I going to talk about, or do I feel comfortable, or whatever. But a lot of people don't, sorry, a lot of people don't, because I talk with my hands, sorry. A lot of people don't understand that, it's not as scary. It's basically a conversation. That's exactly what it is. I mean, I've been through a therapeutic process. I've provided therapeutic processes. It's more than anything a conversation. It's confidential.
Absolutely.
The person that's sitting across from you is licensed probably through their state. They're bound by HIPAA. So they can't, go around and say, hey, such and such came in here about such and such. They can't do that.
And that's one thing you don't get in the church. When you sit and talk to your pastor.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
You're not, well, I mean, and let me not say all, because, some men of and women of theology have different background fields, so I can't say that they don't have a field in psychology, sociology.
Yeah.
But what I am finding though is a lot of the leaders in the church are going back to school to get the degrees that they need in mental health or family, marriage, and therapy. They're actually doing that because they see that there's a need.
There's a need.
So let me just say this and make this clear. when I was younger in the church, I don't remember any licensed professionals helping professionals, but that's changing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And until that changes all the way, and there are people in place on staff, then here's where the issue is going to be.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Right. And I think that more people like you and myself, you know, who have been through a therapeutic process, I think us sharing that. You know, sharing the fact that, you know, hey, I have been to therapy and it was amazing.
Yes, yes. It was a good experience.
I think that once we start doing more of that, that might help motivate, you know, other people to say, well, dang, you know, Stephanie cool as a fan, or Heather's cool as a fan. She went to therapy and had a good result. Let me try it, you know. So I would just like to encourage people, if you've been and had a good experience, share that.
Right.
That helps to remove the stigma as well. Yeah. That helps to remove the stigma.
And another, one celebrity, what is this? Charlemagne the God is a very, he is, mental health is his thing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So if you, before you just delve into it, just kind of read some of his books and listen to his
segments.
He's big on mental health and promoting mental health. Mm-hmm. It's not a bad thing. It's very beneficial to all, because it's just really keeping yourself well mentally.
Holistically. You go to the gym, you go to your doctor, you know, you brush your teeth, you do all these things. Mental health just falls right into that. It falls right into that, and we should not put that on the back burner.
Body, mind,
and spirit. It should be in the forefront, especially if, you know, I would say that to women, not just women. I'm saying it to women because, you know, I'm a woman and a mother and a wife, you know, and that's a lot all the time. And so, you know, I'm saying it to men too, though, because our men, you know, they have challenges, especially in light of everything and like what's going on now politically,
and our black men to sit down and talk with somebody and to debrief, I guess.
We are all carrying so much. And I'm even step out and say, you know, not just black people in general. You know, where we are in the world right now, everybody's carrying so much. And so, you know, I would just encourage anybody, you know, you don't have to carry all this, and just go have a conversation with somebody. It doesn't, and I would not encourage you to have it with your girlfriend or your mom and them. You know what I mean? Don't do that. I mean, that's fine. I mean, because I talk with my girlfriends and my mom and them too. But, you know,
a professional.
I'm saying a professional because sometimes what we need, our family and friends can't give us. So I would highly encourage folks that are going through things, you know, it's good to have your support system, your family, mama and them, you know, your good friends, your girlfriends, whatever, your guy friends, you know, that's great to have that support system. But a lot of times our friends, our families, our good girlfriends and things, they may very well not tell us exactly what we need to hear because they're trying to preserve the relationship. You know?
And they may not be able to, they may not know what you need to hear.
They may not know. So, with that being said, you are doing a disservice to yourself by continuously going to these people that might not be giving you everything that you need. That's what the trained professionals are for.
They're just, you're talking to people that are not qualified to help you.
Absolutely. So it's a disservice. They're good support though. You know, of course. But I mean, if you are in a situation and you're stuck and you're going to your circle and you're not getting results, you might need to think about going to a professional.
Stepping outside of your circle, going to a professional. You know, and just for, you know, we want to encompass everybody, but I want to talk about our people.
And so, I knew that would be.
You know, but you know, you know, I mean, but for our people, because you know, other people have already been using these resources. You know what I mean? So we need to start using these resources, and we were always told to, you know, go talk to the pastor. You know what I mean?
Or just not even deal with it.
Or just
maybe not even just go to the pastor.
Or just pray. Did you just pray about it?
Yes.
And praying, while I agree with it, praying and meditating, it's a part of my life. However, spirit or God, whoever you want to identify with, there are things and people in place to help.
That's what he puts them there for.
Yes, and I've done some research, and one piece of the research that I found was one person that they surveyed actually said maybe God or spirit has put people in place to help.
I believe that.
So
I believe that.
It's there.
Just like going to the doctor.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you cut your arm, you're not just gonna pray it that it's going, you know, pray it back together. You're gonna go get some stitches.
Absolutely.
You know, so
Absolutely.
you know, absolutely. But I really think that what we were talking about when you said we keep things, right? I feel like our men are definitely told not to talk, to suck it up.
And actually, I think that they're told a lot of times too, and maybe not even told, but there's this unspoken expectation that they're supposed to be a certain way.
Absolutely.
And the certain way is what type of way?
The certain way is they're not supposed to cry.
Okay.
They're, you know, supposed to, like, you know, they're supposed to be together, provide, all those different things.
Yeah.
You know?
But even
keep their business to themselves.
None of that speaks to crying, which a lot of people equate weakness.
Right.
So,
so a couple of years ago, I went to a forum in North Carolina, and I went to a session, and one of the session's topics was something about Superman. The black man is not Superman. Even Superman needs help.
Yeah.
So we're putting our black men, we're giving them so many things to have to deal with, and we're not supporting them mentally.
All this weight.
And even if they are Superman still needs to take that cape off every now and then and just kind of say, you know what? Give me something. Feed into me.
Yeah.
and also to kind of tie into that, with us, you know, kind of having the Superman thing going on with our black men, how can we as black women support them when we're not well?
That's true.
How can we support them? I mean, if we're not well,
absolutely,
we can't be there for anybody. You know, and we're running ourselves in the ground, working, taking care of the kids, working again, all that stuff, and we're not taking the time to do anything to recharge. So when our black men are out there, you know, being exposed to all the horrible things in society right now, still on top of those horrible things in society, having to provide and to hold up this, you know, Superman complex thing about not being weak or whatever. If we're broke down, how can we be there for our kings?
we can't.
We can't. It's not possible.
We don't
so
know.
That's all the more reason for us as black women sitting here to make sure that, you know, our physical and our mental health,
that we're mentally healthy, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that we keep going to get recharged.
Absolutely. And even if it's something as small as, I'm gonna tell you what I did last night to recharge, y'all. I knit, right?
Yeah. Oh.
I hadn't knit in so long. I dug out my knitting needles and I knitted.
Yeah.
That was a huge way for me to like recharge. And it's not like, you know, a lot of people think that self-care means, you know, going on a cruise or something huge.
Yeah.
It's not. It might be stepping 5 minutes outside your door to breathe some fresh air.
Yeah.
It might be knitting.
Or maybe even saying no to something.
Absolutely.
So you know what? I can't do it.
Self-care is so much bigger than just, you know, going away. It doesn't have to be something that's so out of your reach.
And you know, it's not like you have to sit in a spa, right?
Absolutely.
So you don't have to be, you know, you don't have to be pampered.
Self-care can be free.
Absolutely.
Last night I had
Self-care
coffee.
can be free.
I had coffee and crochet. I posted on Facebook. It was amazing.
Coffee
It was
and
like
crochet.
11:30.
That's
You
nice.
saw my post?
No.
Oh, well, go see it because it's that's what I did.
Yeah. Well, I've been off the book for a minute. That's how I am. About 3 months. That's how I'm like self-medicating.
No, I didn't.
Yeah. Well, I just had to step back.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I had to step back.
Well, I'm not on a lot either. So that's probably why I didn't notice.
Yeah. Well, I've been off like 3 months. So
That's self-care.
That's self-care.
Yeah, being off the book is self-care. Get off the book.
Because sometimes that's toxic to me.
It
right?
is.
And
And
I'm like,
because you're seeing all this crazy foolishness.
and I'd be like, what?
You taking it into your spirit, you know? So yeah, the book, take a break. That's self-care.
Take a break.
Yeah, so take these small things, walking outside, knitting, having a cup of coffee, taking a day off work, take all those little things. That's self-care. Please do that.
And then I realized too about being on the book is that the people that I really want to talk to, I'll call.
You do that.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Like,
you don't have to be on Facebook.
No, like, what are you doing? Like, you know, let's get together. So, like just like this. Okay, so ladies, we're going to wrap this up. This was a great segment.
I think so.
And so, give me your takeaways. What'd you take away from this? Go ahead, Shannon. We'll start with you.
You know, I'm just going to say, I want to say to the people in the African American community, there are benefits to keeping your brain or your mind well. Erase the stigma. Look for opportunities to seek some mental health, wellness. It could be therapeutic. So yeah, just take the initiative to keep yourself well mentally and physically.
Okay, so my takeaway would be, and what I'm encouraging y'all on the panel, our viewing audience, and everybody's watching. If you need help, go get it. Mm-hmm. It's a disservice to yourself, your community, and your family if you know that you're not functioning well and you don't go and get some help.
That is.
Please go do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do your research. Find resources that fit into your budget. You might be surprised. And also, you might run into an amazing therapist that can give you an awesome therapeutic experience that you weren't expecting. Mm-hmm. We are out there. Yes. Go find us. Yes. We are waiting in the wings to help support you and walk you through this thing called life, because it's crazy for all of us. Yes. It's crazy. So please, if you are not well, do this for yourself, but also do it for your family and for your community. Mm-hmm. Your community needs you to be well, because we have a lot to do in our community. Don't you agree?
I agree.
We have a lot to do, and we can't do it if we're not well.
Absolutely.
Go get well, y'all, please. Yeah. Come find us. We're here. Yeah. We are here.
So my takeaway is that I need to be healthy for my family.
Absolutely.
Sit and talk, and like you made some really good points, Shane. You made some really good points. Just being healthy, and I never really thought that. I need to be healthy for my children.
You do.
My husband, my friends. You know what I mean? My siblings. So I need to self-medicate. I'm sorry, self-care. You know what I'm saying? And and just make sure that I'm healthy, so that I can be help someone else that maybe if they need it. I'm not a therapist, obviously.
Of course, but just being there.
Yeah, being there.
You can't be present if you're not well.
Can't be present if you're not well. Absolutely.
That's
absolutely. Okay, so we're going to end this. We want to thank you guys for being. I want to thank you two for being a part of this and sharing your knowledge and information. I need everyone out there to like, subscribe, and share, and leave a comment. And
please do.
And so long.
Keep watching.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye.